Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and welcome back to another discussion video. Today, I want to take a look back at the Persona 25th anniversary once again. Now, you may ask yourself, but David, you already did a video before June discussing how fans were done with the Persona 25th anniversary. And I just have to say, the reason behind this video is how everything changed. How everything changed when Atlus revealed some of their games finally coming to modern platforms. So here's what we're going to do today. I'm going to go over the anniversary, what was the reaction of everyone during the specific announcements, how we felt at the time, what we were hoping for. It should be really fun. I also want to discuss what I think they could have done to make this anniversary less painful for the fans. And that's just my opinion for the most part. And I definitely want to talk about the future of both the Persona 25th anniversary and just Persona as a whole in this video. So what I think is going to happen with Persona in the future, especially with Persona exclusivity with PlayStation. So let's just get right into it. But before we do, if you want to stay up to date on anything in terms of Atlus, Shin Megami Tensei, Persona news, you're at the right place. Make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell. And a quick word from our sponsor before we begin this video. This video is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Major game releases are rare, and sometimes the waiting period for the next big Persona game or the next big Zelda game can be very extensive, and we all need our little in-between game to keep us hooked. Raid Shadow Legends is a free-to-play mobile game with over 600 champions, each one of them from different factions, and they all have their original and unique story to play through. And my favorite faction is the High Elves. Their backstory is pretty awesome. Their homeland, Aravia, has been around for thousands of years, surviving the fall of the Lizardman Empire, helped the humans form into civilizations, and defeated the orcs when they formed a huge horde and attacked the continent. But then things got twisted when Cyroth, the Lord of Darkness, convinced a bunch of elves to go evil and attack the kingdom. The civil war nearly ended the elves, but Aravia survived, rebuilt, and now is stronger than ever. It's absolutely awesome. I'm a big fan of most of the elves, but if I had to pick one in particular, I would absolutely pick the Apothecary. I think solely based on his design, he looks really awesome. Oh, and this month, Raid's got a non-stop schedule of special events and activities, including Forge Pass Season 3, with some amazing rewards on offer, including a limited edition artifact set. If that's not enough, Raid's bringing out some new champions along with some awesome looking champion skins for the incredible Madame Ceres. But wait, here's the big news. Later this month, Raid is giving everybody's favorite champion the upgrade he deserves. You might have seen his struggle for awesomeness in some of Raid's hilarious videos, but finally, Death Knight is becoming a legendary champion. It's something we've all been waiting for, and I cannot wait to see how Ultimate Death Knight turns out. This is the best time to get started in Raid, and if you click the link in the description or scan my QR code here on screen, you'll get unique bonuses worth $30. We're talking about an epic champion, Tyrell, 200k silver, 1 energy refill, and 1 EXP boost, plus 1 ancient shard so you can summon awesome champions as soon as you get in game. All this treasure will be waiting for you right here in Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you very much to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video and supporting the channel. Alright, so everything started in July of 2021 when Atlus announced the Persona 25th anniversary. 7 new projects are set to be revealed throughout this anniversary year from September 2021 to September 2022. Very exciting stuff. Now, the hype level for that first reveal of the anniversary was through the roof. Everyone was excited. There were some YouTubers that were not in the Atlus community, not necessarily aware of how Atlus is doing things, that were just dropping those bingo cards with all the craziest announcements like Persona 5 Arena, Persona 6 on Stadia, Persona 2 spinoff, and Persona 1 remake, all those crazy things. Now, us fans of Atlus, longtime fans of Atlus, we know how they work. We know how they proceed, and we know that this is not how they do things. So we were a little more conservative, still very hopeful for what was to come. I know myself, I was like, hey, we're definitely going to get at least Persona 6 getting revealed during this anniversary, and 1 old game coming back, or 2 old game coming back. Don't quote me on that one. It was something like this. And I was extremely excited, especially when September came around, because that was the first reveal. September was when we were going to get the first out of the 7 reveals, and since it was the beginning of the anniversary, everything was possible. Every port, every new game, every spin-off, anything was possible, but we had expectations. We had expectations, like we always do on this channel. Now, of course, they waited until the last day of the month, and King Narukami and I, we streamed. We stayed up on a Sunday night, and we were like, hey, let's go. It's gonna happen. There's no other day in September, and the site still says September reveal is gonna happen. So we streamed, and then we hit 11 p.m. Eastern time of the last day of September, which is 12 p.m. East of the last day of September in Japan, okay? That's when they do their announcements for Atlus. And we were correct. So during the stream, we had a lot of people watching, over 800 people watching the thing with us. Thank you all who were there. And yeah, it happened. Atlus revealed the first reveal. In Japan, bunch of stuff, right? The Persona animes all being made available through streaming platforms exclusively in Japan. Same thing for music. Persona music heading to streaming platforms. Tons of sales on both digital games and physical games for Persona. Cool stuff as well. And then the worldwide announcement was digital wallpapers. Digital wallpapers. So yeah, of course, because of the expectations, we were kind of bummed out. Like, it's really cool. We had new art of Persona 1 and Persona 2 protagonists. That was great. It's been years since we got official art for those characters, so that was awesome. But at the same time, disappointment was the main theme of that day, because we were expecting so many cool things, and in our mind, wallpapers were not a great way to start celebrating 25 years of your most popular series. So we were a little salty, but we had to wait not too long, because December was the next reveal. We didn't know what was going to happen in December. I was not streaming the Game Awards this year for personal reasons. I was still watching it. I didn't want to do publicity by streaming the show, but I was still recording my reaction to it just in case, right? It's December, and this is when the next Persona 25th anniversary is set to be revealed. Boom, right there during the pre-show. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax shows up on screen, gets a release date of March. March 2022 is when we were going to get Persona 4 Arena Ultimax coming to Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4, and PC. No rollback for the game, no physical version in the West as well. So that was exciting. At first I was like, hey, awesome. That means they're going to do game announcements during this anniversary. This is where we were at, right? Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, it was great to see it come back, but it was not the game that we were hoping for. Like, most people were waiting for a port of an older game that was not accessible, like a Persona 3, for example, coming back to modern platforms, or even Persona 4 Golden. Hell, the thing was not on PlayStation at the time. It was only on Vita and PC. Great, it's on PC. That instantly makes it pretty accessible, but we wanted it on console, so that was what we were looking forward to. Very cool announcement overall. We were excited because it's a game that is stuck on PlayStation 3 and 360, which is coming back. So that's cool. Not what we were hoping for. Which means that when the next announcement in February came around, right before March, a couple of weeks before Persona 4 Arena Ultimax was dropped in digitally on consoles, at first I was like, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax is coming out next. So they're not going to reveal anything, are they? It doesn't make sense. A month before Ultimax, they're not going to reveal P4G for consoles. They're going to bury Persona 4 Arena Ultimax if they do that. But then something happened. The official Persona 4 Arena Ultimax Western site for Atlus was showing something a little strange. It was showing, a section on the site was showing pre-order options, and you could pick the platform that you would like to get. Let's say you pick PC, you could buy the standard digital version, or you could get the, what was it called? The Midnight Channel Bundle, meaning that you were buying both Persona 4 Golden and Persona 4 Arena Ultimax at the same time, saving you like 15% off or something on the price. But what was interesting and what built up expectations is you could also buy that bundle. You could also pre-order that bundle for Nintendo Switch and PlayStation 4. But Persona 4 Golden was not revealed to be coming to Switch and PlayStation 4. So we were like, Atlus leaked it? Persona 4 Golden is going to release alongside Persona 4 Arena Ultimax in some type of Midnight Channel bundle when it launches in March. It makes sense. So we built up expectations. The few days after, we all reported on the little problem on the site. They fixed it, right? March came around, Persona 4 Arena released, we got review copies, and Persona 4 Golden was nowhere to be found. But you may ask, David, what was the February announcement? Now, if you forgot, I cannot blame you, because that, for me, was the most disappointing month of all in terms of the 25th anniversary, because the announcement wasn't for us in the West. It was exclusive to Japan. It was the reveal of a physical festival that would happen in Sakura Town in Japan later throughout the year, themed on the Persona 25th. So there was nothing for the West. But on the final day of February, Atlus West was like, hey, there was nothing for us. There was nothing in the West. Also, they revealed that rollback would be coming to Persona 4 Arena Ultimax at a later date. That's what they did on the final day of February. So Wada came on stream, recorded a little 2 minutes video saying, hey, we heard you, rollback is coming. Not on Switch. It's going to be on PlayStation and PC. Needless to say that the impact wasn't too big because rollback was cool for fighting game fans. I couldn't care less. I don't play fighting games, not even, especially not online. When I do play a fighting game like Smash Brothers, I'm going to play that couch co-op with my friends, or Persona 4 Arena, played it a little bit, went through the story mode, never touched it after that. So I didn't care, but a lot of people did. But the fact that they felt the need not to reveal that rollback was coming when they announced Arena Ultimax, but 2 months after, for it to be coming even later down the line, was a little weird. It was. So not a big impact there, but it was fine. Now it took another 2 months before we got the other reveal, which was April of 2022. And that's when they revealed that they're going to do a super live concert in October 2022. That was the reveal for April. That divided the community. I feel like newer fans were disappointed. Older fans like myself of Atlus in general, not just Persona, of Atlus, we were like, that's dope. That's a good reveal. Finally, it's the reveal of other reveals later down the line, but it's still cool. And the reason why I'm saying that is because if you follow Atlus, they like to reveal their games at concerts, musical concerts, especially Persona games. Persona Q, the Persona dancing games, Persona 5 Strikers, and a lot more were all revealed during some of the Persona Super Live concerts. So for that reason, I was like, fine, so if we don't get anything else, at least in October, we're guaranteed to at least get one game or two. Plus, it was pretty much unanimous. Persona 6 is going to get revealed at the concert. That's what most people think. So I was fine with it. I was like, that's cool. Hey, I'm not going to give too much attention to the Persona 25th anymore until we reach that point. If there's a surprise somewhere in the middle, great. June was the next reveal, 2 months after. Now, we all know what happened in the gaming industry in June, right? E3 was canceled. Summer Games Fest was taking the train back, right? Trying to keep the hype rolling. I watched the Summer Game Fest hoping for something Persona. There was nothing. There was a 1 minute dub reveal for Soul Hackers 2, which was really underwhelming, and nothing more. Now, there's a little account on Twitter that popped up called The Snitch, and that account was dead on accurate. He popped up, I don't know if it was in June, but he was leaking stuff like 1 or 2 days before, all about the gaming industry. And people were thinking that this guy could leak stuff from unlisted YouTube videos. Because he never misses. Like, on the day of recording this video, he just leaked the Alone in the Dark remake from THQ. He leaks everything and he's dead on accurate all the time. Microsoft and Bethesda were holding the Microsoft and Bethesda Games Showcase in June. I was not looking forward to it necessarily. I was like, cool, we're gonna see the next Forza, maybe Fable, probably not. And I was curious about Starfield, so I was like, I'll probably just watch it. I don't really know if I'm gonna stream it though, we'll see. Go outside on the day of the showcase, right? I go outside a few hours before the showcase, start washing my car. I'm a big detailing guy, so I was detailing my car, getting everything clean. And then I see the Snitch. Get a notification from the Snitch tweeting saying that he just tweeted Persona, but the way that he wrote it was with a 3, a 4, and a 5, implying that Persona 3, 4, 5, something was happening with those games. And I was like, no, not the Microsoft show. Can't be it. It can't be. But he was 100% accurate. So I'm like, well, I guess I have to stream the thing. texted my friend King Narukami. I was like, hey dude, you free in 2 hours? I think we have to stream this. Sent him the snitch tweet. We streamed the thing, and we all know what happened. At some point during the show, Daddy Phil Spencer himself on stage is like, here we have partners from Japan who have games to show. And at that time, at that exact moment, I was like, gotta take a piss. Stood up, left my room, went for a piss.
Most talented and well-known game creators
Japan.
Anywhere.
I need to go take a piss.
Hold on, wait, say.
Working with Koei Tecmo, I'm excited to announce the return of one of the most highly requested and beloved franchises to Xbox from our partners at Atlus.
No! Oh my God! What the fuck? No! Holy shit, it's happening! No!
They did it! Woo! Let's go! Almost missed it! And of course, right before I was starting to take a leak, right? The Atlus logo pops up on screen, and then I hear Narukami. I had my headset right on my desk right there. I was taking a leak, and I heard, dude! I heard screaming from my headset, and I was in the other room. So I'm like, holy shit, what's going on? Run back to the room. I see the Atlus logo. It happened. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, Persona 5 Royal, all confirmed to be coming out in the next 12 months for Xbox Game Pass and PC via the Windows Store. That was the Microsoft show. So at first I was like, well, that means it's coming to Switch and PlayStation as well. There's no other way. So we were extremely excited about that reveal. Persona 5 Royal confirmed for October 2022, getting a physical version, all that cool stuff. And Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden would release in the next 12 months after that. Very, very, very exciting stuff. Now, I don't have to tell you guys, but that was the most exciting reveal for the Persona 25th anniversary. 2 days after the Microsoft show, Atlus just tweeted it out. Hey, don't worry guys, all those games are also coming to PlayStation 4, including Persona 5 Royal getting a native PlayStation 5 version of the game, 60 frames per second, all the DLC, physical as well. No upgrade path though, which is a little bummer, but that is what happened. No Nintendo. And you guys know me, you can see the shelf too. Whoa. I cannot. You can see my shelf. I have a lot of Switch games. Switch is my favorite console of all time at this point. The hybrid nature of the system is fantastic to me. So I was like, man, I hope we get that supposed E3 Nintendo Direct, because I really want to play those games on Nintendo. That would be my platform of choice. I was already excited because I was like, that's awesome. At least those games are coming back. It's only 2 weeks after that Nintendo announced that they're not going to do the regular June E3 Direct. Well, of course there was no E3, but we were still expecting a regular Nintendo Direct. Didn't happen. A Nintendo Direct mini partner showcase though happened. And I was like, ain't no way that the Persona games are not going to be there. Made a video about it, all that thing. I was like, I'm going to take all the L's in the world if those games are not at the partner showcase. Tuned in, streamed the thing, watched all the reveals, and at the end, Morgana, Teddy on screen. Boom, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal are all coming out on Nintendo Switch as well, alongside the other platforms. And then the final announcement is at the moment of recording this video for August 2022, being an exclusive announcement for Japan of the original voice actor of Persona 4's and Persona 5's protagonists hosting a special stream in Japan. Fine. So what is the thoughts? What's the mindset? What's the feeling in August of 2022? At the moment of recording this video, where are we at with the Persona 25th anniversary? And all I have to say is, I cannot forget what happened, right? It was rough. It was rough from start to finish. There was some moments where I was like, hey, honestly, I made this video saying fans were done, and I was kind of done with it. I was like, dude, it's cool. They're doing their thing. It's not what we were expecting. We built up expectations. It's kind of our fault. Underwhelming anniversary overall. But then the massive impact in June kind of changed things around, and I'm glad that it happened because all the Neo Persona games are all going to be playable on modern platforms, which is crazy to say. It's awesome. And I think the future is looking bright for Persona and Atlus in general. One thing though, if I could say how I wish they did things a little differently, it would be, I wish they spaced things out a little bit, right? They had those 3 games. Even if you don't have a date, communicate with your fans. Why not start the anniversary? If you want Persona 4 Arena, start the anniversary with the wallpapers, the streaming things in Japan, add Persona 4 Arena Ultimax on top of it. December rolls around, revealed Persona 4 Golden. February, reveal Persona 3 Portable. Even if they don't come out, right? Space them out. Persona 4 Arena comes out June. Persona 5 Royal gets revealed as well, plus the concert. And boom, that's our anniversary. Only Persona 4 Arena Ultimax released. But we know what's gonna happen through the whole thing. So it would have kept the excitement up at all times. But again, I'm just complaining for complaining purposes, right? It's not a big deal, and I'm just happy right now, which is what's important. What did I mean about the future of Atlus and Persona exclusivity? Well, I think everything's looking bright. Now, there's 3 things in my mind. There's PlayStation. That's where Persona fans have always been. So it's a safe bet for both Persona 6 and other games in the future. PlayStation, yeah, that's where Atlus is comfortable, and that's where Persona games have always been ever since it first released with Revelations Persona in the West. Nintendo? Well, that's definitely the home of Japan, right? That's where games sell the most in Japan, especially JRPGs. We've seen huge success. We can see huge success both from first-party Nintendo games in terms of JRPGs like Xenoblade Chronicles 3, but also success from third-party developers like Square Enix putting a lot of money into a Dragon Quest XI's port, or HD 2D releases like Live Alive or stuff like that. Other Japanese games are doing extremely well on Nintendo, like Monster Hunter Rise, selling over 10 million copies on Switch. So it's a huge platform for success, even in terms of Atlus, right? Shin Megami Tensei 5 becoming the best-selling mainline SMT game in 2 months, selling over 1 million copies on Nintendo. It is a platform for success in terms of JRPGs, but there's a catch. But it requires additional development time and additional funds, because unlike the Series X and the PlayStation 5, they're not just 2 PCs. It's a weak NVIDIA chip, right? It's a weak Tegra X1 in the system. It's an old build, so it's hard to develop on the platform. Most of Atlus RPGs, they could work on the platform, but they require more time and more investment. So it's not as safe of a bet, but I feel like in a business sense, it should be on Nintendo in the future. Then there's PC. PC proved themselves. They proved themselves with Persona 4 Golden selling extremely well, breaking records on Steam. It's the platform that doesn't hurt sales in terms of consoles. It's the platform that needs to get all the games, in my mind. And I'm not even a PC gamer. I couldn't care less about PC games, to be honest. And don't hate me on that one. It's just my opinion. I don't care. I work all day on my desk. I want to play in a couch or elsewhere whenever I play games. I don't want to be sitting there at my desk. So I don't play PC games, but it's clear in my mind that both Switch and PC equals big sales. So both those platforms should get it, especially since PC, because it doesn't have the butt that the Nintendo Switch has. Xbox in my mind isn't least interesting. Now I know what some of y'all are going to say. JRPGs don't sell on Xbox. People don't play JRPGs even when they're on Game Pass. And you're not 100% wrong, and that's probably because of the reputation that Microsoft has and Xbox platforms being sold as Blu-ray players in Japan in terms of the Xbox One era. You guys are not wrong. But then there's Game Pass, and whenever a publisher puts one of their games on Game Pass, they get a big check from Microsoft. Atlus is getting a huge payment from Microsoft for putting Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal on Game Pass. Persona is one of the most popular JRPG series in the world right now, especially in the West, and that's where Xbox games are selling. Clearly, Microsoft is trying to get the big IPs in terms of Japanese games on their platform before they expand, or they try to get IPs or games, Japanese games, that are attractive to the Western audience. They're not gonna get the Atelier Sophie games and stuff like that. That is more niche, right? They're not even gonna get the SMT games, right? Like Nocturne and stuff. That's too niche as well. Persona, that works. Dragon Quest, that works. Octopath Traveler, that works. The Yakuza games, I know that's not a JRPG, but Japanese games, those work. They have Western appeal. Put those games on Game Pass. They all have been on Game Pass at some point. Persona, same thing. Crazy popular in Japan, but also has great Western appeal. Critical reception as well is insane for those games. Put those games on a platform. It makes a ton of sense. So in terms of Persona 6, what about Persona 6? Should we expect it on all the platforms in the future? To that I say no, because Atlus is a company that you should never... I do it all the time. I always try to predict what they're gonna do, and I get things wrong all the time, right? That's Atlus for you. Soul Hackers too. When I was watching the trailer, I was like, that's awesome. That's going to be PC, PlayStation, Nintendo. Boom, everything pops up on screen. Nintendo isn't there, Xbox is. They're unpredictable. So we don't know what they're doing. Plus, Persona 6 has been in development for at least 3 years at this point, minimum, probably more. So for that reason, it's probably far into development process. So maybe it's too late and it's just getting PC and PlayStation. We don't know. All we have to do is wait and see. This is all I had to say. I had a lot to say too. I know. It's been fun. I wanted to go over the anniversary again. You guys share your thoughts and let me know what you think of everything down in the comment sections below. I would really appreciate to hear what you guys thought of the whole anniversary and also my ideas and my predictions for the future of Persona and Persona exclusivity. Thank you to Raid Shadow Legends for sponsoring this video. Have a great day, y'all. We'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, I have a lot of awesome content coming for Soul Hackers 2 as well. Make sure to ring that little notification bell because next week, it's gonna be hot. Bye.